We are in a familiar vlogging area. Hi. Also, maybe I should just to keep it family friendly, but I can't help it. I can't. Look, it just does what it does. Anyway, welcome to another vlog. We're getting ready for the day. We're also waxing our face before we go to work because you don't see her, but I see her. We're getting rid of her. I never used this brand before, but I needed it quickly and it was at Ulta, and so I got it when I went to Ulta with my friend. So, it should be very easy, very simple, very awesome. There are no directions. Just kidding. Just kidding. Except, well, it says thank you. Turn me over. These are not directions. Oh, wait, no. These are. That's cute having a thank you note in your box. Not a lot of people have it. Okay, first step, ensure skin is clean, dry, and free of oils and moisturizers. Apply and remove. That's step 2. Just to start, clean face, apply and remove. Apply. Strip with pressure over 3 or 4 times in direction of hair growth. I don't know which direction my hair grows. It literally all grows the same. I'm telling you, it all goes the same way. Just out. Just out. Just out. No left, no right, just out. Holding skin taut, pull strip back quickly and as close and parallel to the skin as possible in opposite direction of hair growth. Okay. And then last step is clean and smooth. Smooth the area and remove any excess wax with the post-wax calming oil wipes provided. It's such a gloomy day out. It's like raining. Like, so yesterday was like really foggy and like very like whatever it was. Yesterday was very foggy and very insert Twilight sound here, and then today is just gloomy, no fog, just rain, and I shouldn't be this happy about it because I have a leak in my van, a ceiling leak, because the Air Max fan that's in my van isn't sealed properly. Not by my own work. It's another person's work. I did try to go over there and seal some stuff. No, the whole fan and ceiling needs to come out, and so we're going to be doing that at some point. But that is not, ooh, she needs wax too, but wow. Actually, I haven't actually looked at my hair, but wow. She needs a wax. Cleaned. So we're gonna just do the mouth and our chinny chin chin. It's been getting out of hand. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. Money. This is going to hurt. Someone on TikTok, this one girl, she was just like, y'all are overthinking it. Just don't overthink it. That was so easy. Let's go. I'm so proud of myself. It didn't hurt that much either. Do you want to see it? Okay, hold on a minute. Do you see her? Do we see them? No? Wait, hold on. You see her? You see that? You see her? She'll be back in apparently 5 weeks. Apparently to this. That's, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. And she's right, you are overthinking it. It was fine. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Now, I talk all this shit. Baby. Complete baby. Opposite. Yes. So good. I'm so proud of myself. Hold on, wait. Number 2. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Also, if I was smart, I would have tried to do this so I get the middle with me. But we're not going to insult ourselves after we just prided ourselves. This part was a mistake probably. Nope. It wasn't a mistake and it didn't hurt. Look at it. Look at them. Kilt. Wow. Defective. Or maybe I'm just pulling too hard. Hold on. Probably it's me. It's me. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. I saw Wicked the other day. I do think Galinda's a bitch. I do think Afaba wanted friends too much. Granted, because in one line they said is that she acts like she doesn't care, but she does, and so any niceness made her think that fucking Galinda's dumbass was gonna help her out, and that is fine. That is fine. I don't even know which way to pull this. Okay, no. I need like an actual wipe. I'm done. Oh my god. And so much more fun than shaving. Yes. But also this tingling feels so good on my face. Do I have an issue? Do I have problems? I think the tingling is just a lingering sign of my accomplishment of waxing my face and not crying. Today is like December, Wednesday, December 11th. And so we have 20, nope, try again, Crystal. 20, yeah, no, 20. Oh, we have 20 more days until the end of the year, until it's 2025. Duh, you know how the years work, right? And like I told you in the last video, I got into this, like I told you in the last video, I have been really into reading, and I have 10 books still checked out from the library, and actually not hyaluronic acid. We're gonna do the Yabamate Wake Up Eye Gel by Good Molecules. Love them as a brand. I have 10 books checked out from the library, and I don't know, I just feel like I have so many books on my TBR. I have 154 books currently on my TBR. I think it was like 53 in the last video. I literally added, I think, two more. I don't know. I have 154 books on my TBR, and that includes the 9 books that 10 books that I have checked out from the library, 1 book that I'm currently reading, 9 books that are to the side, waiting for me to be read. And honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to read all the books that I want to read before I die. I'm not currently dying. We just never know when the time comes. And I think my biggest regret would be not being able to finish all the books that I want to read, all the stories that I want to jump into and, talk about. And then I love when people write I love amazing stories. That's it. So the idea that I'm not gonna be able to read all the books that I want to read before I die is scary to me. And so that means I need to read a little bit faster. And so I was just like, I have this crazy idea to finish all the books that I've currently checked out from the by the end of December, by the end of the year, which is 20 days. Not gonna happen, but I do want to tell you the books that I do have. And I want to talk about them. I want to talk about them and why I like them so much and why I want to read them. Also, a lot of things on my TBR are because the covers are really cute, and people have told me to read them. By people, I mean people on the internet, because I watch a lot of people who do their own TBRs. And a lot of the books are either because the cover is pretty, someone told me I must read it, or I actually listened to an entire review of the book and I really want to read it myself. I'm kind of I don't discriminate when it comes to book recommendations. I learn a lot more through stories because I like telling stories. Out of the 10, the current book that I'm reading is called The Vegetarian. This book, the plot of this book is that it's also a Chinese or Japanese, what is it? It's a translated book, but I forget from which language. I think it's Japanese. It says translated by, but not translated from. I also have an hour to get to work. Korean. It was translated from Korean, so it's a Korean novel. It's about 180 something pages, and it's basically, the plot is about a woman, a Korean woman who decides after a really vivid, horrific dream to become a vegetarian, take out meat altogether. So it says vegetarian, but it's really just vegan. It's basically vegan. Anything that has touched an animal of any sort she does not want to eat. She changes drastically overnight, and it makes her husband go haywire. In fact, it makes a lot of people around her go crazy, because what the fuck, this woman who has never been a problem currently doesn't want to eat meat anymore. That's a problem, and because it's her choice, we're making it our problem. And so I'm reading that now, and I thought it'd be this like fun thriller, and it kind of is, but there's always a deeper meaning of like people hate women. It's crazy. It's crazy. I haven't finished it. It's like I said, 180 something pages, and there's 3 parts. I've read the first part, and then I'm on the second part now. No, I'm at the beginning of the second part. I haven't read it yet. I keep looking at what I want next. Sunscreen. It's like a really good book. Well, so far so good, but I feel like since, I don't know, I've read another like Asian translated novel, and I feel like the premise is very much K-drama, so there's always a deeper meaning behind what they're saying, and the vivid descriptions that they're having about everything, and the very poetic way of putting things. It's like there always is a deeper meaning behind it, and so very dramatic, but very like meaningful. So I think I know what the premise of the book is about, like the deeper meaning of it, but it's still like a wild ass. It's a wild ass plot. Like it's wild ass because she just wants to be a vegetarian. Anyway, I'm excited to finish that book. My lips are chapped. Perfect. And then just some moisturizer. And from there, I truly don't know where I'm gonna go. I put the library books in a bag, and I put them in the bag in the order of what I want to read next, because I've been reading a lot of like, I feel like heavy books, and I wanted to lighten it up, and so it's in a order that's like light reading, so I can balance all the heavy emotions with the light fluffy ones. So we're gonna go by whatever I have in this pile right now. So the next book that I have in my TBR, the next book is a Spellshop. Wow, was that upside down or not? The next book I have on my TBR is Spellshop. The Spellshop. It's a fantasy book. The main character, Keela, is a librarian, and she's also an introvert. She has all of these spell books in the library where she lives. A revolution, an uproar happens, and she has to flee, and she flees with the spell books. And in the town that she settles in with the illegal spell books, there are people who want to be friendly to her, and she's like, absolutely not. I was an extrovert, or I was an introvert before. I'm being an extra introvert because now I'm on the run with some like illegal with contraband. So that seems interesting. And then there's a little bit of a romance in there, so that's nice too. I haven't delved a lot into fantasy. I hope to do so later, and I really want to do some series of like me diving into genres that I want to do a series of me diving into genres that I don't normally read, which again just started. The literally world is my oyster, so there's like so many genres and so many like sub-genres that I have not like delved into. So like let the series begin, because I'm really excited to dive into a lot of fantasy. This is like mild fantasy, I think, because I can get behind witchery. I can get behind spell shops and everything like that. I'm attempting to put on an outfit or assemble an outfit that I have not seen if it looks good on me yet. This cute plethora of a dress, and it has pockets. There's 2 pockets. So cute. It's cute, but I am wider than it, and so but I've never worn it because it doesn't like fit me quite right, and so I'm hoping that if I have a little bit of a control top spank, a little control top tight, it'll put this outfit just right. And then these shoes. Oh, also, but there has to be an undershirt with the black turtleneck shirt. That's what we're gonna try to do. So this is the outfit. Oh, we can't, okay, well, the shoes aren't on, but hold on. And also the curtains here. Oof. We're gonna quickly do our makeup. I need a bobby pin.
Hello?
Hi, mommy, do you know where any of your bobby pins are? Girl, I meant safety pin. Not bobby pin, safety pin. You better fix my entire fucking life. It's not that bad. I just know why it's there, you know, because I know the whole operation seems like it can go wrong, but it's not bad. Next book on my TBR, very quick, is Love in Other Words. I am only reading this because so many people have said so many good things about it. That's literally it. The plot, I think, is just a friends to lovers plot. So two friends become lovers, which would be weird to me because I look at my friends and I don't love them in any other way that's not platonic. And so friends to lovers is so scary to me because that means, to me, it means like your whole friendship was probably just both of you playing chicken with one another, seeing who would confess their love first, which is not a bad thing. It's just a thing that's weird to me. So Love in Other Words. The plot, just friends to lovers. I'm not gonna go over everything. Also, it's like another, I think, feel-good story that I really want because of reading a lot of heavy stories. So there's that. I am gonna do my makeup and I haven't done it in forever. I'm gonna just do something simple. Brows, a little bit of eye. Brows, little bit of eyes. My eyes feel like they're bulging, and then like a little tinted red lip. I have a lot of stuff from the van because, again, if you know from the last video, I moved into my van for a week and then moved out of it because it was too cold. We all make mistakes. I thought it wasn't going to be that cold for a long time and I would have time to figure out my life, but I didn't. So a lot of my stuff is still in the van. So while taking a lot of things from my van up here, I just stashed all the things that I would need in the shoe. I don't know if this is my color. I was gonna do, usually I'll do like a base on my face, but I don't know which color matches me anymore. And also, I don't have any brushes. I got nothing. Okay, moving on from that. Simple brows. Just the brow glue, black brow glue from NYX. Oh my god. Oh, the next book that's on my TBR from the library that I kind of want to read by the end of December is Between Friends and Lovers. That is, I guess kind of like the friends to lovers. No, it's more like there is a love triangle between one girl, her situationship, and a new person or an old friend. I forget. But that's just simply the plot. And what people told me that they like about it, and again, the people are on the internet, on the social medias, just how the female main character talks about relationships and the story behind it. It's really nice and kind of like just kick your feet, but also like make you think. I'm with that. Like I said before, it's not that I read for fun, it's just that I love a good story. And it seems like a really good story. Also, in real life, I don't like love triangles. Why? Because I've been a part of them and on the wrong side of love triangles. I've been the one with the obtuse angle, you know, where everybody else is like acute, I'm obtuse. I don't belong there. I am meant for a knew I loved you from the moment I saw you type situationship. Never found myself in one of those before. But I don't like them in real life, so reading them is probably going to be crazy for me. Simple, not a lot. Am I gonna do, I had a pen. I'm gonna do, it's like under the eye. So Between Friends and Lovers is gonna be interesting to me only because, be right back, I have to sharpen this. Only because it's not something that I would read in my own life or want in my own life, so it should be interesting to see in someone else's life. If you hate eyes, people doing stuff with their eyes, I'm sorry. When I was younger, I used to do a very like crystal look, a very like me, very like, no, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? A signature look. And my signature look would be black eyeliner, top, bottom, mascara, silver in the corners of my eye. It gave doe effect. And people always told me I had doe eyes when I was little or a little bit younger. It was when I had a fresher face. I love my face. I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever. I'm just saying it's like funny how that was my signature look. And I don't really do that often, so maybe I won't do silver. I'll do gold to match with like the brown of this. But then I'll just keep doing black on my corners. The next book, also feel good. Know nothing about the plot besides somebody told me that the plot is good and that Brittany Cherry is an amazing writer. The mixtape, I believe, is about a single mother. Yep, Emery has never felt more alone. Raising her daughter is both her pleasure and her pain as she struggles to hold on to her job as a bartender and keep a roof over their heads. With none of the reflection in my voice made sense for that sentence, but we move on. With no one to help them, no support system, any unexpected expense or late bill could turn their whole world upside down. Reeling from the death of his twin brother, reeling from the death of his twin brother and bandmate rock star Oliver Smith is trying to drink his problems away. Apparently, he isn't very good at it. They follow him wherever he goes. Also in hot pursuit are the paparazzi, who catch Oliver at his lowest low, whatever. He could have walked into any bar in California, but he walked into hers. Emery helps Oliver lose the crowd and they find themselves alone. Two people whose paths are marked with loss and pain. However, they hold an unshakable hope for healing. They find solace together, but can their love withstand the world? The mixtape. Hopefully there's music involved. There is music involved because obviously he's in a band. Okay, here's the thing. I just kept seeing this everywhere. And I knew it had to be about music, and I love music and emotions, whatever. But the fact that I know that he's gonna write her a mixtape, but I feel like, okay, if he doesn't make her a mixtape, or if she doesn't make him a mixtape, and this is just stupid ass shit, maybe the mixtape is from his dead brother. We don't know. But I'm actually excited. Now I'm like really excited to read this. Rockstar, single mother. Wah. Okay. Mascara. Actually, I want to do gold. I thought, did I not bring up? Damn it. I don't know. I just could have sworn that I actually, yes, I did. Haha, bitches. Okay. Right in front of my face. This is highlighter, right? But I'm going to use it for the corners of my thingies. Usually I have a brush. Don't have a brush. I'm going to use this. Actually, we're going to do that first and then mascara. I'm actually like really excited to read the mixtape now. Oh my goodness. Mascara. This is probably all expired. It's fine. I said in my last video, my first video in a long time, that my problem with doing anything is that if I can't do it the way I want to do it, I won't do it at all. My makeup has been expired for a bit, right? But makeup is expensive. No matter what budget-friendly brand you suggest, makeup is still expensive because it's not like it's not a necessity. So anything that's a necessity is just deemed not important to buy or to focus on. Because I couldn't buy new makeup, I just wasn't putting on makeup. I could do the simplest stuff. Look at this. Look at me. Beautiful. This one is just a really another good feel good Lunar New Year love story, graphic novel. Haven't gotten into those either, but I want to. So again, Rose My Oyster, I'm getting into something that I have never been into, but I saw the cover and I was like, I want this in the library. And so I grabbed it. Didn't think twice about it. I may read a little bit of it and get overwhelmed and bored with the graphics, but at least I opened up my mind to something else. It's crazy because I'm not gonna put eyeliner in here at all. Okay, and then, so brows, eyes. I used to have a ruby red blush. I don't have that ruby red blush anymore. I only have these. So I'm hoping I'm gonna just do that much, and hopefully it's not a lot. I need to go back and get like a ruby red because this is just way too pink. Really did nothing, but we're here. Okay. Oh, I forgot I'm doing a lip today. Okay. This is the lip that I usually do. So, not my signature high school crystal look, but like what I did before, like I stopped using makeup altogether. This is really dark. Do this because it's so dark. All right. Yeah, napkin. I'm touching way too much stuff. Right? It's pinkish. It's It's pinkish, like I've been kissed or something like that. Anyway, and then I take this dark one, which I think I actually should have done the lighter brown, but it is what it is. And we just put a little bit of this. Like that. Very simple. It's just how my lips are like more like kissable. They're so red, they look like they've been kissed so long. Now for the hair. I don't even know. We could do ponies like this and just call it a day. Let's try that actually. Maybe we could do like another pony like up here. Maybe? I don't mind that. I need another hair tie though. It's not even like a style, it's just two ponies, but I think it looks nice. Whew, I'm not even done, my arms hurt. Message from who, Nestor? Oh my God. Girl, what do you mean you missed the entire party? That was funny. I was like, what do you mean? I don't even know how this looks in the back. I'm okay with that. Truly don't know, actually. Fine. I should, and I do kind of want an accessory for my hair. I don't have one, so we're gonna move on. We need earrings. We need earrings. These are the only earrings that I have left out of any of the jewelry I used to have because I decided to get rid of them because I didn't find joy. They didn't bring joy or whatever Maria Kondo said. Ow! It fell. Very cute. Very demure. Very mindful. Should I do my big old tiger's eye ring? Big ass knock it the fuck out ring on this hand. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? I can't find my other one. Where is that though? This one. In my purse to redo anything. One thing that I never really noticed is that you should bring stuff to freshen up if you want to. If you want to. I thought I got some of the pen on me. I would have had a panic attack. This room is a mess. Oh my God, I forgot I had coffee. It's cold, but it's still good though. We're gonna head to the car. Okay, whoa. We're gonna quickly talk about the last 3 books that are on my TBR from the library because we have to go to work and we have 2 more minutes. Going to Goodreads because they're not physically here with me. This is not in order. I just have to remember what they are. All right, so the next one is All the Colors of the Dark. My coworker, Lexi, she read this and she really liked it. And it was on my list. And then she bought it and I was like, okay, so I have confirmation that it was on my list. And then she got it and reminded me it was on my list. And then she said it was super, super good. She gave it 5 stars. So I'm excited to read that. That is on... But I feel like it's going to be heavy. Again, one of those books that I was told that it was good. Or so I put it on my TBR. The next book that I got, if I can remember. Oh, it's Kristen Hanna's Nightingale, which she writes a lot of, not dystopian, what's the word? Maybe historical fiction. I just heard The Women, Nightingale, and The Four Winds are really, really good books from Kristen Hanna. And so I grabbed The Nightingale because The Women is a lucky day book at the library, which means I only have 14 days to read it. I can't renew it. I have to give it back. So I personally don't want to put that pressure on myself, and I'm not gonna do that. So it's on. So I got The Nightingale, and I'll get The Women next if I really like The Nightingale, and then The Four Winds next if I really like The Women. And then lastly, I'm trying to remember because I thought I could just pull it up on my Goodreads, but they're all in different kinds of orders. Not that one, not that one, not that one. It's raining so hard, but I'm so happy. Not that one. Is it? No, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Jesus, Crystal! I have to like scroll all the way down. Just no, I know it's not that one. I know it's not that one. I know it's not that one. Okay, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which, okay, so this is another translated book, I believe. Maybe it's not a translated book. Anyway, it's a book by an author whose name I cannot pronounce, Toshikazu Kawuchi. So Before the Coffee Gets Cold, it is a timey-wimey thing where people can go back in time and repeat a day or repeat something. I don't know. I love timey-wimey things. So anything about time travel, going back in time, going to the future, seeing the future, anything about that, I like that, especially when it's in the realm of like healing certain things, because we all wish when it comes to our healing journey that we can travel back in time and change things, even though we know that what happened made us who we are. That's always the ultimate lesson, but the journey is still worth reading. I feel like I have one more, but I'm not remembering which one it is. Someone Else's Shoes. Hold on. Someone Else's Shoes by Jojo Moyes. These two women who have completely different lives accidentally exchange bags while at the gym, and they kind of get the experience of what it's like to be in each other's shoes by the way of having their bags and trying to get the bags back to each other. But they're both dealing with completely different things in their life, so getting the bag back to the original person isn't their primary goal. Is just to get through what's currently happening in their life, but they help each other do so. So that's it. That's my TBR. Am I going to get through all 10 books in the next 20 days? Probably not. I average probably 4 days per book. Like the longest 4 days, the shortest 2 days. And so I could probably get through half of that or 3/4 of the list, but I'm not going to get through all of it. That's my TBR. Anyway, I'm going to work. Hello. Hi. It's a brand new day. And we just finished up at the mall. Did I take you with me? Kinda. I like vlogged some stuff. I haven't been to this mall in so long, but I ordered some stuff from Forever 21 and I went to go pick it up. Also bought more stuff because everything was like marked down 60% or 50% or more, and most of the time I got was like marked down 60% of already marked down prices. So I was like, let me do this. I got 3 pairs of pants. I got a green pair. I got a dress. Oh, hey, I got 3 pairs of pants, a dress, and a shirt. All for $42. It would have cost me over $100. I miss shopping. But I also went to go pick up a package. And so I'm going to do a haul later in the day. It's currently 1:35 and I have to get to work by 2. I'm only like 20 minutes away. I'll do it. But I want to say hi because I haven't talked to the camera in like a couple days. I did finish reading Vegetarian. I feel like I talked about it at the beginning of the vlog as one of my currently reading books on my checked out books for the library that I want to finish reading by December. Not going to happen at all. But I finished reading Vegetarian. It took me longer than I thought it would. It's 188 pages. I thought it would be quick. That book was disturbing. It was a translated Korean novel. And it was just the premise behind it understood, but the way they told the premise, like the theme or whatever, so disturbing. And it was written by a woman. So frustrating, because I'm like, usually you get men who write the way she wrote. I'll explain later, I promise. It'll be like probably hours for me, but like minutes for you. Anyway, being at the mall was so fun. I saw Santa, and I also saw Santa's wall, like Santa's like letters, and it was so cute. There were like some that were really funny. Like this one girl was like, "Oh, have you been naughty, nice, a little bit of both?" She wrote in, Miss Chloe. She wrote in, "I've been depressed." And she's like, "What do you want? What are your wishes for Christmas?" And she's like, "To not be depressed." It's not funny. It's like very real. I think the kids of today's generation are very depressed. Like millennials, we grew up while everything was like falling apart. They grew up in the falling apart environment. So yes, a lot of the younger people are definitely stressing, but like it was just crazy to see that written. And another one was like, "I don't know, bruh." Like another person was just like, "I don't know how I've been. I don't know, bruh." Crazy. But without all that, I haven't seen Santa in like years. I haven't been to the mall around this time in years, so I haven't seen Santa in years. And seeing him was really nice, and like seeing all the letters. Like there were some cute ones. Like there was one lady, Kim, she was like 41 years old. She was wishing for like a healthy baby and a healthy pregnancy because she wants a baby, and that's so cute. And there were so many other like cute things like that, and I've missed that so much. Like every year I feel like I've tried to do things to get into the holiday spirit, except for just existing. Like you don't have to try very hard to be in the holiday spirit. You just have to just like want to be, and just doing things like just going to the mall, pick up a package. Like I literally told myself, I'm going to send this package to the mall because I need to get out. I need to stop sending things to like my apartment or my mom's apartment. I need to stop sending things to places I already am. I literally want to like physically go places to get things. Could I go shopping? Yes, and I did, but I also picked up a package, and I wouldn't have felt any of this if I didn't like physically go or set myself up to need to go out and do things, which also for the past like 8 months I haven't had a car, so that was also like a big deal. Could have used the bus, but using the bus system is very much annoying and I hate it. Anyway, all that to say, like I'm really excited to like be mobile again, even though I could have set myself up for a little bit more success, like using the public transportation. It's just a hassle, and it was cold, and it was just not like, there were some times I took the bus to work, but it wasn't fun because then I went to go somewhere. I went to go like a few places, but I needed to like coordinate with the bus. It was annoying. For me, it was annoying, and I understand that people, that is their like main form of transportation. It's not mine. It used to be, but then I got a car and I felt the convenience. So I just sent everything to a home, or just wasn't mobile because I just really, literally didn't have a mobile. Crazy. But anyway, off to work. It's a brand new day, and we're at the same park that I was at, that I've told you about in my last video about what I really like. We are facing not the beautiful part of the park, which is the road, because the sun is beaming down from here. And also, can you just tell this is like my favorite kind of cover up. It's also like my only cover up, because the jackets that I do have I don't really like. This is kind of like an everyday like jacket thing. It's kept me warm, it's kept me covered, and I love it. Anyway, we're at the park. I quickly just want to tell you about vegetarian. Okay, without spoilers, I would say that the theme is always, there's always a deeper theme, I believe, to like Korean dramas. It's a Korean drama, translated Korean novel, and it has won awards. If you look at the reviews and the ratings are very high, but if you look at the ratings are very high, if you look deeper into the reviews, mostly men. It's like mostly men giving this book high ratings. There were just some like triggering things in the book when it comes to like the control, or the, I guess, the control that people have over women's bodies, or the control they take over women's bodies, and then like past like abusive stuff as well. It was just like, the story itself was questioning the control that a woman does or does not have over her own body and her own life. And fair, because the woman who decided to like go vegetarian, she did it because she had like a horrific dream, so she decided to do that, and literally no one liked it, no one cared for it, and so we saw how that impacted her family, and how it impacted her, like how it impacted her marriage, how it impacted her family, how it impacted her sister and her sister's marriage. And I get it, and I get what the meaning was to the book. It's just, I think it could have been written differently that wasn't so triggering, just because you want to get, I think like the point of a lot of books are the same nowadays, like especially when it comes to, also it's windy if you can't tell, when it comes to like talking about women and their bodies and their autonomy and all stuff like that. It's windy, but it also has not felt this warm outside in so long, so I wanted to take like advantage of the warmth while we have it, even though it's like windy. And it wasn't this windy hours ago, it just started. Is the wind hour up? Probably. But anyway, I understand what it's like to want to get like a bigger meaning across to people, but there are ways to do it. You don't have to always do it in the most dramatic way possible. Even if it's a simple story giving the same kind of lesson over and over again, that's okay. The writing is what makes it, and the writing didn't really make this. It was just the plot that made it more intense, just to get to the same point that pretty much, no, women do not have control over their own bodies and their own decisions in life, because of men, and because of the culture when it comes to like marriage and family, and the role of a woman in those roles, or the role of a woman in those identities. We know that. It's just that the story didn't have to be as intense as it was for it to do that. I gave it a 2 stars. But my thing is, when it came to like the reviews, I saw a lot of men like rating it very, very high because they found it like astonishing and like titillating, and the scenes were great. I was just like, you understand how you're part of the problem, right? Violence against women shouldn't be the only story or the only lens in which you can learn a lesson from. You know? Very weird. But anyway, so I gave it a 2-star rating. It was so annoying because I thought like I would be able to like get away from like a more depressive book. I thought this would be like more of a thriller kind of thing, like what happens with a woman when a woman becomes a vegetarian. It was a horror. Although it's like 2:30, I'm drinking coffee, caffeinated, because I haven't had coffee today, and I want to stay up and read this book. But we're moving. So yeah, I was just like disappointed because I wanted something a little bit lighter, and it was a very short read. It was 188 pages, which I thought would be quick, but it was like quickly dissolving my mental health. That's how quick it was happening. But we're here, we're moving on to the next book, and the next book is The Spellshop. Talked about this earlier. I need a break from anything real. And this is a fantasy. Just a recap. This is about a woman, an introverted woman, a librarian, who after an uprising has to flee, and she flees with these magical books from her magical library, and she settles into a place with these contraband books, and she just happens to like settle in a place where the town is very extroverted and really wants to be her friend and all that stuff like that, and with love and friendship and magic, I'm sold. So I'm gonna read this now. The sun sets in about a couple hours, but I don't think it sets fully. Like, I think it said the sun sets around 4:35, but I think it's like when it starts to set. It's not going to be completely dark around 4:30, so when it gets completely dark, I'll be home to continue this, but I really want to read this. I have coffee, I have trail mix, and I have a Pop-Tart. This is a cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart. The best kind, really, next to the Oreo kind, next to the strawberry kind, and so on and so forth. At the bottom, I think it's s'mores. Yeah, that's like bottom tier Pop-Tart right there. Anyway, I'm gonna read now. We're back in the van, and we've been back in the van for a good like 30 minutes. Well, I finished another chapter or so, because it got darker and it got colder and the wind got windier. And so I just couldn't take it. So I came back in the van just to read for a little bit more, just to get like a little bit ahead. I'm only 28 pages in. I am a slow reader. I'm a slow, distracted reader, and a lot of times, like, if I read something and it poses it creates a thought, I'll run with that thought. So sometimes, depending on the book, it takes me a long time to like get far ahead, but once I'm locked in, I'm locked in, and I'm more locked in when I'm in like a secluded area like my room. So it's very nice to like enjoy the different environments while reading, but it is also very distracting. But also the reading can be distracting as well. Anyway, all that being said, the wind and it being a little bit cold definitely distracted me a lot, so I didn't get to read that much. But what I have read were 3 chapters, and it's so good. Something I tell my friend Shaneem is that, like, whenever I'm like talking to her about the books that I'm reading, I always tell her that I like reading fiction now more than nonfiction, because it helps me more. It helps me heal more. It helps me like think deeper about some things. It could be a lot of triggering, and not just bad triggers or good triggers. It's triggering in general about like what I need to do with my life or think about in terms of my life. And since I started reading in like August, in like end of July, August, I have always happened to pick up a book that the story has helped me with something that I needed to think through, get through, or feel through. And the last 2 books, the Woman Destroyed. Hold on. I always think the Destroyed Women or the Woman Destroyed. Hold on. Not it. Hold on. We're pulling up Goodreads. Okay. The Woman Destroyed and The Vegetarian. They definitely triggered some feminine rage in me. Also, The Vegetarian triggered some past childhood memories that I didn't quite like, and so I've been definitely working through that. But this book kind of continues on with what I've been feeling in like a more lighter way. So one thing I did not read about like the subtitle of, or I guess the subtitle or like maybe the catchphrase of the book is like the spell shop. It takes a village to open a heart and just one man to steal it. So this is definitely going to be a love story, and the man and the love interest has already entered the book within 28 pages, and I already love him. But I will say, in my last video, I talked about being in freeze mode for a long time. And being in freeze mode is like not fun at all. You know, you have fight or flight, and then in freeze, you just don't know what to do, because you're afraid to make a mistake and you're afraid to repeat the past. And in this book, the main character, Keela, when she and a spider plant named Kaz, enchanted spider plant named Kaz, they flee from Elysium. they flee from Elysium because of the revolution, and they take the books with them. And then while fleeing, they were like, where do we go? And Keela was like, we'll go to my old home, my secluded island home that I haven't seen in years, that me and my parents moved away from. And I didn't know that the place that they were going to settle in was her past home. And so with this past, like with her going to to her old home, like obviously it's triggering a lot. And it's talking about like past things that she remembers and all that stuff like that. Some good things, but it reminds me of like the stories that we tell ourselves, or the stories that we can be stuck in or frozen in because we're afraid to go. And I say we as in me. And whenever I start talking about you or we, just know I mean me. Freeze mode, because moving forward can repeat the past, which could be like another shit show, or moving forward can be scary because then you don't know what you get. So either you don't know what you're getting, or you're afraid to repeat. You're afraid of what you'll get, or you're afraid you'll repeat the past. I'm afraid of what I'll get if I move forward. I'm afraid I'll repeat the past. And the past honestly has been nothing but like a long list of like trauma. And I will say this, I used to go to therapy and I was diagnosed with CPTSD, so complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which means there wasn't just one event in my life that was traumatic. There were like a lot of traumatizing things that happened over and over and over and over and over again. So my memories are filled with things that are traumatic. Like going back to a memory, I remember something good, and then right after that good thing, something that really ignites emotion, like really bad emotion in me, comes up as well. So like going back to the past like really sucks. But anyway, one of the things that were triggered was like me going back to like talking about like me thinking about intimate relationships. I know this is a lot, and I'm only like 28 pages in this book, but honestly I'm 2 books and 28 pages of this book into this thought and what I've been thinking for like the past, I don't know, couple weeks or whatever. And then when it comes to like love and intimacy, and just relationships, like I complete dog shit. I've literally never had a relationship. I've always been in a talking stage. I've always been in a situationship, and it's not my fault. When I say I've been in it, and I mean I've been put in it against my will, okay? You wake up one day and all of a sudden you're in a situationship and things are not going the way you planned. But I personally don't know what it's like to be in a relationship. And so when it comes to me thinking about the past, and then knowing that this is a love story, and knowing that she's gonna have to like figure some shit out, I am realizing that all I know is past hurts when it comes to like love and relationships. I'm afraid to move forward and date again because I'm afraid I'll just repeat the past. I'm afraid to move forward again because, not that I'm afraid to be safe, to feel safe, but I don't know what safety would feel like. And I think, and that thought itself was something that I had a few days ago before I even read this book. So the fact that I'm reading this book now and I can already tell that it's going to like have themes of that, so good. So good. I hope all that fucking made sense. But so far, so good. 28 pages in, not much, but I love the writing so far in 28 pages. I like Keela and I like Kaz, the enchanted spider plant, and then Laren, which is the guy who we got introduced to within 10 pages of the book. So I like him. His description is tall, dark hair, strong, knows how to, he works on a farm. So that means he's good with his hands. We like a man who can do for himself. It's gonna be a fun ride. I'm gonna go home and get cozy and read some more, and I will see you in the next clip. It could be a next day. It could be the same day. We don't know. We'll see. Hi, we're outside our van and we're outside the library because I have 2 books to return. It's been a couple days. I started reading Spellbook on Tuesday. I finished it last night, Wednesday. It's just so good. It was so good. It was exactly what I needed to like break the depression of the past 2 feminist books that I had, which I think I said that, but like this was so freaking good. Our main character, Keela, who was a librarian that fled from a that fled from a revolution. The revolution in her town Elysium was a lot. It was a lot, and they weren't able to stay. And they meaning Aquila and her sentient spider plant, Kaz. And so they saved some books. They were able to flee, and they went to Keela's old hometown, Caltree. There, she stayed in her old cottage where her parents used to live, and she meets a guy named Laren. Also, she meets a lot of people in town. A baker, who is like half woman, half like deer. She's like a deer woman, and then another one, Edie. She is half horse, half woman, centaur, and then another woman who just had like 2 sets of arms. So she had 4 arms. I don't know what her creature, what she is. She just had 4 arms, but she was like a human woman. Also, Kayla was blue. Anyway, I'm not saying anything spoiler-wise. I'm just talking about the characters. The writing, it was 374 pages, and it didn't feel like it was that long. It felt like super nicely paced. It was beautiful. The description of how the town looked and how the creatures looked was beautiful. With the Keela fled Elysium with some illegal spell books, and spelling without a sorcerer was illegal, but she used some of the spell books to help out her town. And then when anything like started to happen, like it just was so good. Like it wasn't as high stakes. It wasn't like, oh my god, what do we do? It was just like heartwarming and loving. And yes, there were like issues in the 3rd act. What book doesn't have an issue in the 3rd act? But this was amazing. Like also there was like a sentient cactus that Kaz like fell in love with, basically, like, or fell in like with, but the sentient cactus was like non-binary. They go by them, and I was just like, it's so great. It was really good. This was like the best book I could have read now, because it's just so good. And like the creme de la creme, the reason why I love this so much was also because of Laren. The author Sarah Beth Durst, she wrote a man that was just beautiful. Like he has a dark past, meaning like some bad things that happened to him. Not that he was a bad person, and he had to really get through that. And as soon as he saw Keela, he was just like, yeah, I like her, and he did like everything to like help her. Like that's it. That's all a girl asks for. I don't want situationships. I don't want miscommunication tropes. I want you see someone, you love them, and you love them for the rest of your life. Laren was a person who thought of Keela's needs before she even thought of her needs. He thought of how to help her before she even knew she needed help. He just took control. He built her jam shelves, because she ended up starting a jam shop, and then he also went on to build her bookshelves. And he was just like, do you want me to build, he was like, I'll build you some bookshelves. And she's like, yeah, I'll like that. And he just did it, and it was just so cute. Like he just never was like mean to her, always just patient and like kind, and just literally just knew what she wanted before she even had to ask. And I understand like that being in a book versus being in the real world is some kind of delusion, but I feel like women do it every day. Like women are like natural caregivers. I feel like men can be too if they tried, but like women are natural caregivers and nurturers, and they can just see a need and fill a need without having to like ask if the need needs to be filled. And Laren was that guy. And again, with like the bad stuff from his past that like really hurt him, he didn't turn into a bad person. And that's like key. It's like some bullshit can really happen to you, but it's all about how you move forward. You feel the pain, you feel the hurt, but you don't take that on anybody else. You don't turn to this dark moody bitch who like ruins everyone else's life. You literally just try to find love where you can, and try to be helpful when you can, and care when you can. And in addition to that, there were mer horses and mermaids. There was a unicorn. There were tree guardians in the form of bears, of like cloud bears, like a cloud in the shape of a bear who all guarded the trees. It was beautiful. I loved it so much. The only reason why I'm giving it a 4-star rating instead of a 5-star rating is because I wanted more romance. I wanted more romance, and I also wanted a little bit more about Keela's parents, she definitely dropped some like memories, and obviously triggered some memories being in there, and they were all good memories. None of them were bad. She had amazing parents apparently, but I just wanted to know more about them. Like, she talked a lot about how the relationship with her parents was, and how they wanted her to find a romantic partner just like them, and it was like really hard because, you know, our parents just want us to be happy. They just want us to find love if they have that love too, and so she talked about that. But I wish I had more memories of her parents. It was just like that's it. Like, everything else was like good, and 4 stars because I wanted more romance. Yeah, there was kissing. It's definitely YA. There was no like spice. Fine, it's literally fine. I don't need spice. I'm just saying, like, because it would have taken away from a lot of the plot. The plot was like ongoing. Like, there's like one after the other, one thing after the other, one thing after the other, but in the best way possible. So like, to put spice in there probably would have just like taken away from the plot. It would have been some random ass like thing to be put into this plot specifically. So the cute hand holding, kissing, and like yearning was perfect. I just wanted more of that. I wanted more of the yearning pieces of it, not like the spice pieces of it. And I wanted to know more about her parents. And it was good. And then like, I didn't really have any questions by the end of the book either. Like, everything was wrapped up. Anything that was brought up at the beginning of the book was closed, like re-brought up at the end of the book. Like, that's what I'm saying. So like, so good, so freaking good. I'm gonna return this along with, ooh, don't fall. I want to return this book along with the vegetarian book. Very nice, very good, very mindful, very demure. And the next book I'm starting is the mixtape. It has music in it. I know it's like, okay, the plot is like more intricate than just being about music. It's about a single mom kind of running into a musician, and they kind of fall in love. And I'm thinking, someone makes someone a mixtape. Someone gives someone music. And I think music is such a awesome love language, because like, sometimes you just don't know how to say the things you want to say, and then all of a sudden an artist comes along and they put the words right in the perfect fucking melody with the right beat and the right sound, and it just connects to your heart. So for someone to like take a song, listen to it, think of you, and give it to you, I just feel like it's such a wonderful act of love. I swear to you, my standards are not high. All I want you to do is dedicate a playlist to me. That's all I want. That's all I want in the nice playlist, right? That's my next book. But I will be reading it in the next vlog. So, last thing I want to do, I wanted to, ooh, does this open more? It does, not that much though. I wanted to do a haul of my Forever 21 stuff. And I'm thinking whether or not I should do it here or not. I don't know, what time is it? Where's my phone? It's currently 12:46. I have to be at work at 2. I don't think anyone sees me in the back of this library. And if they do, oh well, I'm literally just talking to the camera. I park my van in the back of the library because I just feel like it's an eyesore for the library. I love my van. I love my van down. I love how he looks like a rusty ass old man, but I understand that not everyone feels that way. So let me show you what I got. Okay, so I got a package. It's wet. Why is it wet? Is everything? Oh, that's not wet. Okay, just this is wet. Why is it wet? I have a leak in my van. One thing that I got from Forever 21 online during Black Friday was this cute little dress. Bam. Bam. That's number 1. Number 2, I got this pink corset because I also got a white button-down long blouse, so basically like a white dress, a white button-down dress, long sleeve, to put this over. And then this is also wet. No, it's also wet. I'm annoyed. I am very annoyed with the leak in my van, but I just haven't. It's been too cold for me to do anything, and I've also been too lazy to do anything. But also, I like reading. I want to fix my van, but like, there's so many books to read. I have like so many books with so little time. That's what it feels like. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I always do. And so I got also the skirt. I'm also like wearing burgundy. Like clearly burgundy is like one of my favorite colors. So there's that. And then that was something that I bought for Black Friday, and it came like a week ago. And then when I did visit Forever 21 like a few days ago, I got this. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, hi. I got this cute jean dress. I got these joggers, but these high-waisted joggers. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. We good? Hey, hello, hi. Not moving on to pants, moving on to this. I've been wanting an off-the-shoulder sweater. I got an off-the-shoulder sweater and it's red. I have a Christmas party tomorrow at work, or a holiday party. I'm gonna wear this with some black jeans. I don't know if it even fits me. I have no idea how to even get these babies into something that I can't wear a very supportive bra with. So we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. I've also been in the market for other colored pair of pants, and I did have green pair of pants in my cart for Torrid during their Black Friday sale, but for some reason they canceled my order because I didn't confirm my phone number. Girl, it's 2024. Why are we confirming phone numbers? What happened to an email address? What happened to an email address? Anyway, I got these. They're big, they're huge, they're high-waisted, but they're also like straight legged and they're wide. So high-waisted, wide, straight leg. Okay, all right. This was $19 and then 60% markdown, so about like probably like $9. $8 or $9. The pants that I had in my cart from Torrid were like $30. So who is a loser now, Torrid? And then lastly, another colored pair of pants. White. I've not that I've never had a white pair of pants. I have had a white pair of pants. However, I haven't had them in a long time. So I got these. High-waisted, wide. Girl. High-waisted, wide, like, pair of pants. I know it's weird to be doing all this, like, in a van. I feel definitely weird doing it, but since I want this to be my home, this is gonna be my home, and it's gonna have to be where we do it. Also, who gives a fuck, right? And altogether, this stuff was like $42. Like, I feel like I said that in the earlier vlog. $42 for things that probably would have been like $100 or more. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay, so I did get one more thing. I got one more package from Torrid. Not Torrid, from Forever 21 that I'm gonna open right now. It's in a box. I had to go pick it up, which is why I, like, you know, have all this stuff and went extra, like, shopping extrally. Okay, got it. Got it. Oh my god. I'm not opening this, but this is the white button down that I got. I didn't know that it had a belt, but that would be really nice if I ever wanted to like wear it by itself. But essentially, it will be covered by the pink corset. Where will I wear this? I don't know, but I'm really happy to figure it out. The next thing I got, oh, this is huge. This I'll open because it's not like bad. I love half sweaters or half pullover sweaters. This is a pullover sweater. So basically, it just, I think the wind likes it too. Okay, shush. Okay. So essentially, it's just like a half sweater that goes like this, and it's long, and like my boobies are still out, or like I have a shirt under or whatever. This will look really cute with maybe a white tank top and the green pants or the white pants or the blue pants and my black boots that I currently have on. And it feels so comfy. So comfy. And then I just got like a t-shirt. I'll open this too because it's not like a hassle to fold back up where the white shirt was. This one says, what does it say? Los Angeles. Anyway, I got it because it was a crop tee and I haven't had a crop tee in a long time and it was like probably like $5. So that's my haul. Oh my god. I think they're happy. Those are my books. Those are my haul. That is my day. Those are my thoughts. And this is the end of the vlog. Anyway, I'm gonna go return these books to the library. Try not to pick up any more for right now. I love you. I am grateful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Can you stop? Like, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Yeah, you.